we got a lot to cover, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. This is gonna be a long video. We are gonna be doing a lot, so stay for what you can, go for what you can't, come back for what you need to. Okay. Um, Let me send out the live really quickly to a couple of people that have asked me for the link. I know I'm late, y'all. I'm sorry. I just lost track of time. Today's been kind of a busy day for me, but let's go ahead and get into it. So, we are in our new moon in Aquarius. I'm very excited about this moon. I'm excited about Mercury transitioning to Aquarius this week, which happened earlier in the week. I just feel like it's about to open up a lot of energy for clearer, more expansive communication. And I'm looking forward to that. You know, we really want to take the time to really have foresight with this new moon in Aquarius. We want to really think about and embrace our vision. We want to detach from things that we can't control that are no longer serving us. And we really want to embrace flexibility and individuality, okay? Those are the main key kind of points when discussing. You can't hear me? Oh no, hold on. Can you hear me now? I might have to plug in my microphone. I heard a hope say. I don't know why y'all can't hear me. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? You can hear me now? Is the sound okay? Is it gone? Or is it still there? Let me know if I need to plug in my mic or not. I just had it plugged in and I unplugged it. But I don't know if you had put that when it was plugged in or not. You can't hear me. Okay, cool. So we don't gotta be connected to nothing. Perfect. So, you know, we really want to just look towards the future. This whole retreat is going to be leading us into a future self-regression. So that's what we're going to focus on. You know, we want to avoid rushing, okay? We need to understand we are still in winter, okay? It is not spring equinox. The flowers are not blossoming and blooming. The birds are not chirping like they normally chirp, okay? Some of the animals still haven't came back out to join us. So we need to be reminded that our human lives definitely do follow the cycles of nature. And we need to understand that because we are still in a dark season, things are still going to move a little slowly, okay? I want to just put that into y'all's head because I've been hearing a lot of my clients complaining about how Even though nothing is in retrograde, things are still moving slow and they don't know what to do. Everything still feels like chaos. And I'm like, just give it time and continue to take action with discipline and consistency. Okay? That's the best thing you can do. Also, this is a year of 8. What people don't talk about when it comes to the 8th house, y'all want to talk about death, y'all want to talk about karma, y'all want to talk about sexuality. Y'all don't talk about connection. The 8th house is about inherited resources. Sometimes you can't inherit the resources that you need if you're not making the proper connections, if you're not nurturing the proper connections, okay? So put energy into your connections. Aquarius is 11th house energy. 11th house is about organizations, friendships, and community, okay? Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign. You can't be a humanitarian if you don't want to connect with other humans. And I'm talking to myself too when I say that, because y'all know how antisocial I am, okay? We can't be antisocial this year. It's not going to work. You have to be willing to open yourself up, grow past your pain and trauma, because always staying detached, always staying closed off, it's nothing but a trauma response. You're not going to get any growth from that. The most growth that you'll get is the clarity and boundaries that you need to set within yourself. Once you get to that point, you need to be ready to level up and open up, okay? And this moon, if you have been antisocial, if you feel like your connections have been fading, you need to set intentions to make new, more efficient, more productive, and progressive connections and communications, okay? Period. I don't know what order I want to do this in. Honestly, I did not think about it, but I guess I will do the reading first for those of you who just came in for the reading. And then once I do the reading, we'll go into, no, we're going to do journals first. We're going to do journals first because I want everybody to do these journals, even if you don't get the reading part of it, if you don't do the yoga, you don't do the meditation. I want everybody to do these journals, okay? I did this last year on the Aquarius new moon. Those of you who are in my moon being tribe, you already know because you saw it in your blog, but I did this last year and I found that it was really helpful to ground me in those intentions, and I saw those things play out in real time. So I was like, this year I'm gonna do the same thing. And here we go, we're gonna do it. I got my journal right here. This is my journal entry from earlier this morning, and I'm gonna just add to that. So it's 4 key things that we're writing about in this journal. 3 intentions to maintain and complete from now until the Aquarius full moon, which I believe is on August 19th of this year, okay? So from now until August 19th, what are 3 things that you want to accomplish? From now until August 19th, what are 3 things that you want to accomplish? 3 ways that you can be a better partner, friend, parent, or contributor. What are 3 ways that you can contribute to your community, that you can contribute to your friend circle, that you can contribute to your relationship partnerships, okay? It can be any mix of those things for the 3, but you only need 3, okay? 3 things you're grateful for, okay? We want to embrace a spirit of gratitude and abundance in doing this. We don't want to just think about what we want to improve, what we want to add. We want to be grateful for the things that we already have, because it puts us into a spirit of receiving, okay? And that's what we want to do. We want to plant these new seeds, set these new intentions so that we can receive, period. And y'all, this have nothing to do with nothing, but I'm going to just share this with y'all because it's funny. So I have PCOS, for those of you who don't know, and because of my PCOS, I do grow facial hair. Every week I wax my facial hair. Sometimes I wax it twice a week if I'm having like a really hormonal time and it's just going crazy. Anyway, I was just waxing my facial hair a little while ago, waxing my chin, waxing my lip. I don't really wax my eyebrows often. Normally I just tweeze them, but they were getting a little unruly. So today I was like, let me go ahead and wax them. Put the wax strip right here, y'all. Why it went all the way back to my hairline and I had to pull. Luckily it was just like a little part. I had to pull my hair off the wax strip. Almost ain't have no edges on the left side of my head. almost waxed my edges out. I said, my wife went to Fredericksburg with her sisters. I said, my wife's gonna come home and be like, "That, why are you bald headed? What happened?" But I saved it, y'all. Still got my edges intact. Still got my edges intact, honey. But that was so funny, and I just can't stop thinking about it because I can still feel it. So yeah, that was just so funny that happened today. But the last thing on our journals is one thing that you forgive yourself for, okay? One thing that you need to let go of, that you've been holding on to, that you've been criticizing yourself for, that you just really need to forgive yourself for. So I'm going to write mine down, and then I'm going to share them with you all. As I write them down, I will try to talk through them so that there isn't a long silence in this video. But y'all know sometimes when I get to writing, I just be writing. I would invite you to grab your journal during this time and go ahead and start writing too, because if you think you're going to do it later, you're probably not. Let's just be for real, okay? So go ahead, grab your journal, grab your pen, and let's get to it. We're going to start with 3 intentions to maintain and complete from now until the Aquarius full moon. It's February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 6 months. Okay, so let me write in my journal so I know what the context of this is. New moon, Aquarius. I already have the date on the top of the page from this morning. I'm gonna write 8/19. 8/19 full moon completion. Okay, so 3 intentions to maintain and complete. First of all, I want to get more consistent in my YouTube. I need to be more specific so I can make it like a measurable type of thing. So I'm going to say by August, I want to have at least 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube. And I want to have posted, or rather completed, my astrology series, my tarot series, and my True Talk Thursday series. By August, I want to have completed those series. My True Talk Thursday series is a series that I've been wanting to do that just gets first into me and introducing who I am for those people who do not know who I am, what my story is, so y'all can know, how long I've been doing this and where it all started and what I've gained from it, but also to focus on current events, what's going on in the world, what's going on with these wars, what's going on with the government, and things of that nature. It's a lot of things that I'd be quiet about that I've been wanting to talk about. So I really want to have done, I would say, at least 2 videos a month for each of those series. So that's 6 months. That's like 6 videos a month, 6 months, 6 times 6 is 36. So 36 new videos, 1,000 subscribers, and I want to be offered my partnership in YouTube. That's what I want. That's one of my 3 intentions. So, and y'all might say that's 3 things that you want to do, but it's really just one because it all has to do with YouTube. That's just how my brain works. Okay, so 3 intentions to maintain and complete. From now until August 19th. YouTube monetization. Subscribers. And y'all, please share this video to a friend that you know might need this content. Save it in your favorites if you need to come back to it. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Leave a comment after the video is posted. No, they can be whatever you want. That's just how my brain works. My brain works in sections and themes. I have really bad tendency to compartmentalize everything, but you don't have to do that. YouTube monetization, 1,000 subs. 36 new vids from Astro series, Tarot series, and True Talk Thursdays. Okay, so that's my first intention. Second thing that I want to complete is I want to lose 20 pounds. I've been really working out every day. I've been eating better. I've been fasting the first 3 days of every month. Y'all know I fasted 21 days in January. I really want to lose 20 pounds and just get into better shape and have more endurance. So that's going to be my second intention, to lose 20 pounds by continuing fasting, detoxing, and consistent fitness. And even if I lose 15 of those 20 pounds, I'll be happy because I don't feel like I'm real fat right now. Like, I like my body. I just want to tone up. But I feel like I need to lose at least 10 to 15 pounds to tone the way that I want to tone. So an extra 5 won't hurt. It'll just give me some room for when I want to be fat. That's just how my brain works. Okay. Lose 20 pounds by continuing fasting, detoxing, and consistent fitness regimen. The last thing that I want to accomplish by August, I want to maintain. I've been lifting weights too. And that has helped me out a lot, for sure. Because at first I was just doing a lot of cardio. But ever since I started doing like resistance and weight training, a whole different ball game. I need to probably lift heavier, but I'm scared because my wrist still be hurting. Y'all know I broke my wrist last year. Maybe I need to wear my brace and try it, but I usually don't go past like 20 pounds. I have this Pilates bar that I've been using. It has 30 and 40 pounds. I started the 30 pound this week. I think next week I'm gonna go up to 40 pounds and see what it's giving. It's 40, the weight is on each side. So when I have them both on one foot or one arm, then it's 80 or 60. And it makes me sore as fuck and it hurts, but I've been doing it and I like it. So yeah, weight training, weightlifting is definitely that girl, period. The third thing, I think the third thing that I want to do is just maintain a 96 or above as my grade for school. So far, I started school last month. I've been doing so good. I'm still, share the link. Yeah, share the link. I'm still at my 96 average, and I want to continue that through August. So that's gonna be my last intention. Maintain 96 or above in all classes for school, because it just reminds me that I'm smart, I'm capable, and as long as I don't procrastinate and stay ahead of my work, it's easy for me to get it done. And that's just something that really helps me do well in other areas, just being able to see that. So that is my other goal. I've been talking through how I'm going to do these things. You guys don't have to talk through that or write that down. I'm going to write that down, just because if I don't say how I'm going to do it, then I'm probably not going to do it. And the way that I'm going to do that is by staying ahead of my work. reaching out for help when I need to. And finding ways to improve focus and retention. Okay, so that's my first question. That's the first journal. Second things, 3 ways you can be a better partner, friend, parent, or contributor. I need to start going back in the community. I used to do chair massage in Austin all the time at different events. I used to go and set up and do readings. I would come on live and do free readings. I am not in a position right now where I like to do free things. I'm not going to lie to y'all, so that's why I don't go live and do a lot of readings. But I do feel like I need to do it at least once a month, even if it's just like a reading for the month ahead and giving y'all the astrology for the month ahead. That's a good way to contribute back to the community for me. I also need to start back vending and being active in my local community. And even if it's not vending, just volunteering. So I think that those are ways in which I can be a better contributor. I can be a better friend by extending more invitations to my friends and being more open to going out, because even when people invite me places, I don't be going nowhere. I really don't. So I need to go back outside. I've been in the house. I've been really in the house for the last 3 years, really. So just going back outside, making connections, and just rebuilding that community and network, I think is going to be key for me. And then as far as being a better partner, I think I need to be a little bit more patient and understanding. My wife is great as a person. I love her. Y'all know that. Y'all see her all up and down my page. Y'all see me talking about her, talking about our relationship. But of course, relationships are not perfect. And I be calling her ass out on her bullshit all the time. And she be like, you're crazy. And I be like, no, I'm not. But being in therapy, I realized that I am a little crazy. And because I'm so self-critical, that makes me critical of her. And that's not always the best way to be. So just being more affirmative and understanding and patient with my wife is a way that I think I can be a better partner. So I'm going to write those 3 things down. 3 ways you can be a better partner, friend, or contributor. Because I don't got no kids, y'all. I have a dog. I want another one. But I ain't got no kids. And I'm a pretty good dog mom. I love my baby. I need to give him a bath tomorrow. What did I say? What did I just say? Volunteering, vending, going live to offer free info monthly. Being more open to connection and showing up is how I can be a better friend, and being more patient, affirming, and understanding as a wife. I'm writing release control as a better partner because, yeah, that's really like a big thing. Just, I think that forces you to be impatient, that makes you lack understanding. It's just like wanting things to go your way and feeling like, your needs are not necessarily being validated, and that being outside of your control. So Y'all, I want to help y'all be better partners. Girl, help me. I feel like I'm a pretty good partner overall, but you can always improve. That's how I feel. There's always room for growth. Um, okay. 3 things I am grateful for. I am grateful for my wife. Um, I am grateful for the ability to do what I love every single day and walk in my purpose every single day and be able to sustain my life by doing that. And I'm grateful for growth, progression, and understanding. I've really grown a lot as a person in the past year and a half. I'm always growing and evolving, but really just like getting out of my own way. I've done that in a lot of ways this past like year and a half, for real. Like, and I'm just calling myself out and holding myself accountable, and I'm grateful for it. So I'm gonna write that down. 3 things I'm grateful for. One, my wife. 2, to be able to walk in my purpose daily with compensation, because that's not always the case, and it hasn't always been the case. And 3, I'm grateful for accountability. Growth and progress. Okay. The last thing that I would say, one thing I forgive myself for, I forgive myself for not setting certain boundaries sooner, especially as it relates to my parental relationships. I forgive myself for that because it has caused me a lot of pain and heartache and confusion that could have been avoided if I would have just held true to the boundaries that my body, my mind, my spirit was telling me to set years ago that I didn't, because those are your parents and you should just do this and you should just do that. I don't have to just do a motherfucking thing. Period. Okay? So, I forgive myself for not standing on my own boundaries as it relates to familial relationships. Okay, peer journals. Y'all finish up. We're gonna go ahead and move on though to this reading. Let me just get the spread. I need to mark this page in my journal because I'm not gonna do the ritual on here because rituals are just for my paid subscribers, but you can take these journals and do a ritual with them. I would highly recommend that you do that. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that there. But we gonna get into this reading. Y'all finish up y'all journals as I pull these cards. I'm going to use, I think this is just gonna be my new moon combination because I've been using these for every moon this year so far. This is just a deck that mother-in-law got me. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called like Dream Tarot or something like that. It's just regular Rider-Waite tarot deck, blue and gold font. I don't know. I just love using this for lunar readings for some reason. And sometimes, like when I'm doing collective readings, so we're gonna use this deck. I'm gonna use my Astro Soul Oracle deck, and I'm gonna use my Moonology deck. And just for a little razzle dazzle, I'm gonna use my 11 Moons deck too. Where is it? It's right here in my face. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull cards. There are 6 questions in this spread, and then additional oracle. Y'all already know I'm gonna do a Moonology and a postcard from Spirit for additional oracle. That's just law for me. But yeah, let me just go ahead and pull these cards. I was gonna tell y'all the questions, but I'm not, just in case some of y'all are still working on your journals. I don't want to give y'all too much information and confuse y'all. So when I start the reading, as I go through each one, I will say the questions. And then if you need to make notes or whatever, you can do that. Y'all, I had therapy this morning. I usually have it on Fridays at 8 o'clock. I had a session actually on Monday too, though, because I didn't get to have my session last week, or the week before last. I went from every week to every 2 weeks, and then my therapist was ended up being sick for 2 weeks. So, and then a whole bunch of shit happened while she was sick, so I just needed some extra love. But my therapist told me something today that really put things into perspective for me, and she just told me, like, I am going through a grieving process as it relates to my relationship with my mother. Of course, y'all know grief has 5 stages. I've gone through the phase of denial. I was in that phase before any of this even happened. I've gone through the phase of acceptance. I've gone through the phase of just like processing and trying to figure things out. And now I'm just in a space where it's like I'm between like acceptance and letting go. And she told me, like, it's okay to be grieving what you felt like you should have in a relationship with your mom and the person that you thought that she should be, in realizing that that was a facade. Because even though I've been going through this shit with my mom for years, I didn't fully comprehend in my mind that she's not the person that I thought she was. I'm just thinking like one day she'll get back to being that person. But it's not gonna happen. And I've been feeling really like up and down sadness and not knowing why. And my therapist's like, you're grieving. You're grieving, even though your mother is still alive, you're grieving. You're grieving the relationship. You're grieving who you thought she was as a person. You're grieving the mother that you needed. And I'm like, damn, I never thought about it like that, but whoo, she hit it on the head when she told me that. And I'm like, my Capricorn ass doesn't want to be grieving. I don't want to feel nothing. Like in a perfect world, I would just feel nothing. But that's unrealistic. So I have to like get my mind out of that place. Like, it's so hard to, because I'm so good at cutting people off, and then it's like, you're dead to me. I don't give a fuck about you, period. I don't care who you are. But I can't do that with my mama. I can't even do that with my daddy, even though I cut his ass off. But, you know, like, it's a weird space to be in. It's like grieving somebody who's still alive, and I know you're still alive. It's crazy. One day, I'm going to just make a whole video talking to y'all about my therapy sessions, because it's a lot of shit I'm going to tell y'all that my therapist be telling me. She gets on my nerves because she think we besties, and she be coming late to our sessions and talking to me about her life. but I just feel like it's in me. Like it's in me. She can't help herself. It's in me. She told me I need to give myself grace because I'm too hard on myself when it comes to this healing process. I get it. I can't do it. My mama, but my daddy, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, like that's kind of how I've been feeling, honestly. It's crazy. Okay, we got all 6 of our oracles and cards out. We got a moonology. I need to pull a postcard from Spirit, and then we can get into it, baby. We can get into it. Okay, so first question, how can you detach from lingering energies and issues of the past, baby? How can you detach from lingering energies and issues from the past? We've got Pluto, okay? We've got the Page of Cups, and we have this sacral chakra. And y'all want to know what's crazy? All week, I have been getting signs that your girl needs to work on her sacral chakra, and I've been doing it. But this is another confirmation because I'm working on detaching from lingering energies that still plague me. I'm working on detaching from issues of the past. And if healing my sacral chakra, reactivating my pleasure center, and feeling like I'm more whole within myself is going to allow me to do that, baby, let's do it. And obviously I'm not alone because this reading ain't even about me. This is about y'all. But this energy is coming up. So, baby, I'm finna start wearing my orange. I'm going to be eating my orange stuff, drinking some orange stuff, doing sacral chakra meditation, somatic sacral chakra movements, and all of the things, listening to the sacral chakra frequencies. I would encourage that you all do those things as well because this is coming up. Now, we all know that Pluto is in Aquarius right now. It just transitioned from Pluto in Capricorn to Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is going to move back to Capricorn this year one more time before it's officially moving on in Aquarius. But Pluto is in Aquarius. It is Aquarius season. This is an Aquarius new moon. Pluto represents the transformation and regeneration of generations. Okay? So, if we focus on transformation, if we focus on how things can work for the greater good instead of how they can just work for us, that is something that's going to help us heal and release those past issues. Another thing that I feel like is coming up with this energy of Pluto is personal acceptance and integration. Pluto doesn't have these dualities that we have a tendency to try to live by. Pluto is very much like, it is what it is, all this shit exists, and we just gonna figure out how to make it work. That's what you need to do. You need to understand that there are positive, compassionate, loving, nurturing sides of you, and there are also egotistical, dark, manipulative sides of you. And that's not to say that you're a manipulative person. You're a dark person. You have a dark spirit and a dark heart. But those things exist within all of us. And we need to learn how to make them work for our greater good as well as the greater good of the people around us. Manipulation is a form of witchcraft. Let's just be honest about it. Manipulation is a form of witchcraft. If you can manipulate the energies around you to have the desired outcome that you're looking to get, that's magic. That's alchemy. Okay? But what we have to realize is, what are we manipulating and at what cost? Are we manipulating the right things? And is the cost worth the price that we're paying? If it's not, you need to reconfigure those manipulations. Am I making sense? And then the Page of Cups is very much so inner child healing. It's very much so allowing your voice, your message to be heard. It's very much so allowing yourself to feel the emotions that you need to feel, even though you may not fully understand those emotions, and kind of like going through it to grow through it. Okay? Does that make sense? Am I making sense for y'all? So again, that question was, How can you detach from lingering energies and issues of the past? We have the Page of Cups, Pluto, and Sacral Chakra come up. Okay, for those of you who like to take notes, that's the rundown on that. Where can you embrace more compassion, grace, and understanding? Baby, let me tell y'all something about grace. When I tell y'all, grace has carried me through the last year and a half. Grace has carried me through positivity when I felt like I had nothing to be positive about. Grace has carried me into community with clients, even when I felt like shutting down and not talking to nobody and not doing shit. Grace has kept my heart open and pure, even though I'm hurt by the people that are supposed to love me the most. Baby, grace, y'all need to access that energy of grace. When you're praying and setting intentions, you need to ask for grace, because it's something that's so beautiful about grace. It's something that's so beautiful about knowing that you don't deserve things and things happening anyway. It's something so beautiful about knowing that I may not have done the work. I may not have knew how I was going to get out of this situation, but I got out of it anyway, and I came out higher. I came out better. I came out more wise, more attuned, more aligned. Okay, that's grace. I love it, and I'm off my preaching soapbox. Okay, off my preaching soapbox. The cards that we got for that particular question is the Two of Cups. Okay, we got the 10th house. Okay, and then we got reconnect with spirit. Reconnect with spirit is as simple as it sounds, baby. You can embrace more compassion, grace, and understanding by reconnecting with spirit. And you know what? I wasn't going to say this, but spirit is telling me to say it anyway. I had shut myself up a few minutes ago when I was talking because I didn't want to get too into what I was about to say. But this reconnect with spirit card coming out just made me feel like spirit wants me to say this. I don't care what deities you're working with. I don't care what ancestors you call yourself working with. I don't care what type of magic you're doing. That's not my business. That's your business. There is something very powerful about bypassing all of that and just working with source energy. Working with source energy, working with the divine creator, working with the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it. Okay? There is something that happens, that shifts when you bypass all of that other stuff and go straight to source. And I saw a lady on TikTok, she made a video, she was talking about how we go to God for everything, we go to God for everything, we go to God for everything, but God is the CEO and there are people that you have to go through before you get to the CEO. That was cute, but when you've already been doing the spiritual work, when you have fed your deities every week, when you are venerating your ancestors every day, when you're, uplifting and thanking and doing all of that, you can go straight to source, okay? Some of y'all ain't to that point yet, but many of you are, and I inspire you to do just that. When you pray, instead of asking your ancestors for certain things, instead of going to these deities for certain things, you need to go to source. You need to go out in nature. You need to pray to the sun. You need to pray with the trees. You need to go to source. Ask directly from the Holy Spirit. You're not giving any entity, any gender, any specific form the power because they don't have it. What they can do is work at their capacity. The Holy Spirit is capable of any and everything. Okay? Am I making sense, or do y'all feel like I'm crazy? I don't know. Either way, I'm telling you, you can embrace more compassion, grace, and understanding by praying to the Holy Spirit, praying directly to source, working directly with the elements, working directly with nature. God put these things here for us to commune with and work directly with. We are the altar. We are the candle. We are the scripture. Okay? We are the word. We have all of these things inside of us. We need to activate that. You're not going to activate that by constantly feeling like you got to go through somebody else to get to God. It's not going to work. Okay? So, you need to get you one trusted spiritual advisor, even if it's not me, that you can talk to when you feel like you're not hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit, when you feel like, everything is dark, you're not able to meditate, you're not able to clear your mind. Get you a trusted spiritual advisor to go to help you with those things. Beyond that, you need to go into nature. You need to go to source. You need to go be with the sun. You need to go connect with things that are not requiring you to submit without results. And the creator and source will do that for you every single time if you are doing the work that you're supposed to be doing. Now, if you're not doing the work that you're supposed to be doing, it's not gonna work, because faith without work is dead. But baby, if you have faith that the Holy Spirit will work through the things that you cannot, and you work through what you can, the Holy Spirit is going to meet you halfway every time. Some of y'all have jobs. You got a 401k. You was given so much to your 401k, and your company was like, you know what? We're going to match that so you can amp up your retirement fund. The Holy Spirit will come in and do the exact same thing. And I implore you to make a prayer about that, okay? So reconnecting with Spirit is the first thing. 10th house represents public authority. It represents our work. It represents our ambition, our public image, fame, discipline, achievements, recognition. The mantra or affirmation, the statement that goes with the 10th house is I achieve. You can embrace more compassion, grace, and understanding by focusing on your achievements, focusing on your ambitions, focusing on what you can offer to the world as your legacy. Okay? Be compassionate in doing it. The reason why I do this is because I really had a lot of healing to do, and my spiritual journey helped me heal. It helped me love better. It helped me be a better person. It helped me be a better me. It helped me be a better friend. It helped me heal certain physical ailments that I had. And once I realized that this is not just a one-off thing, this is something that I've been going through my whole life, something that has been walking with me, I said, I need to teach people this. I need people to be empowered to know that these things that you want, you have them all inside of you, and it ain't nothing to do but activate them. Let me teach you how to activate them. I think I've gotten a little irritated because people don't prioritize their spiritual health or knowledge, but that's why I do what I do. The legacy that I want to leave behind is a legacy that is empowering people, helping people to grow, helping people to improve their relationships, teaching people how to holistically heal themselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay? That's the legacy that I want to leave behind. That's the work that I do. So what work can you do to better fulfill your purpose and really leave the legacy that you want to leave behind? How can you be more compassionate in offering yourself up? I just said earlier, I need to do at least one free collective reading a month. I don't like doing free readings anymore. It's annoying to me because I feel like y'all have gotten too spoiled and y'all think that spiritualists are y'all slaves. I'm not a slave. I deserve to be compensated for my energy, my time, my breath, my knowledge. And for a while, I was like, if I'm not getting compensated for it, I'm not doing it. But I've come to the understanding that in offering myself up in that way, whether I'm being compensated or not, I'm building community. I'm helping people understand why they should be showing up for these things. I'm offering grace to those people who may feel like they're going through a hard time and not know how to get out of it. And if I want those things to be offered to me, I have to be willing to give of myself freely. That's why I always tell y'all, if your heart chakra is closed, if your heart chakra is blocked, if you don't want to give, you can't expect to receive shit. You can't expect to have an open channel of abundance, okay? So be more giving, be more purposeful in what you choose to achieve. That's going to help you to embrace more compassion, grace, and understanding. The Two of Cups, y'all know, is about love. It's about relationships. It's about marriage. So becoming a better person in your relationships, becoming a better person in the way that you love, in the way that you want to be loved, is a way that you can embrace compassion, grace, and understanding. But I also like to say that the Two of Cups is about embracing both aspects and halves of yourself. And I just talked about that. So that's another confirmation of that energy. It's like, be compassionate for the negative aspects of yourself. Understand that even though they may not always be convenient, they're there. And you got to learn how to make them work for you if you can't release them. Okay? Learn how to love yourself through your shadows. Period. Okay? Next question. What knowledge needs to be cultivated at this time? What knowledge needs to be cultivated at this time? We have the King of Wands. We got the first house. And then we got dill. So first of all, you need to learn how to protect yourself. Dill is an herb that brings prosperity. It brings protection. Also brings cleanliness and purification. Okay? You need to learn how to cleanse. You need to learn how to protect yourself. This is a karmic year. It is the year of 8. I just told y'all about 8th house and the energy that it brings. Protection. If y'all haven't seen the way that things are and how things are going, you should. I mean, if y'all have seen, you should know that you need protection. Okay, so you need to have the knowledge of how to protect yourself and properly cleanse. I would invite all of you to use Psalms 51 and 91 as tools as we continue to go out this year. They're going to be beneficial to you no matter, what you're going through. Psalms 51 is a great psalm for purification and cleansing. Psalms 91 is a great psalm for protection, for returning things to sender, for defense, for action, okay? Call on those, okay? Cultivate the knowledge of how to cleanse and properly protect yourself, how to invite abundance into your space by opening up your heart, by being receptive, by walking into a spirit of gratitude, okay? That's what I'm getting from Dill. First house is I am. It's the self. It's how we present ourselves. It's our identity, our personality, our physical appearance, okay? Excuse me. So you need to figure out who the hell you are. What defines you as a person, okay? That's the knowledge that needs to be cultivated. What defines you as a person? What are you standing for and what are you not standing for? What are your boundaries, okay? Who are you? The King of Wands represents confidence, represents action, represents ambition, represents this energy that says, I know who I am. I know what I'm here to do. I don't care if you don't like it. I may come off as arrogant, but I'm going to do what I got to do to get where I'm trying to go. And I'm going to have a great time while doing it. Okay? So you need to learn how to have fun. You need to learn how to walk in confidence. You need to learn how to be consistent in action. You need to learn how to sometimes be assertive in the things that you want and not be timid in moving the way that you want to move. Okay? You can't throw rocks and then hide your hand. You need to throw that rock and say, yep, I threw it. So learning how to be honest with yourself, learning how to stand in your truth, learning how to be confident while still having the humility to understand that you can get knocked down at any given time. The King of Wands don't have that humility, but I'm telling you, you need to have that humility, okay? What knowledge needs to be cultivated at this time? What constricting belief systems need to be released or revived is the next question. We got the Lily, we got the Waning Crescent, and we got the 10 of Pentacles, okay? First of all, all of these cards are letting me know that the belief system that needs to be released or revived is scarcity. Okay? The earth is regenerative. Our bodies are regenerative. Nature itself is regenerative. Animals are regenerative. They evolve, they expand, they grow, they adapt. So do pass. Y'all can hear me? There is absolutely nothing that you cannot regenerate. There is nothing that you're lacking. There's nothing that there is not enough of, okay? So you need to understand and hear me when I say that whole scarcity mindset, you got to release that. You have to understand that, yes, I will repeat them again for you. You have to understand that there is enough of everything. It's just a matter of gaining access to it, okay? You got the lily, you got the waning crescent, and then you got the Ten of Pentacles. The lily represents pleasure, okay? Represents sensuality, sexuality. So another constricting belief system that needs to be released and revived is some of y'all feel like y'all don't deserve pleasure. You don't feel like you have access to the type of pleasure and sensuality and beauty that you want. You always have access to it. It's just a matter of walking in it and allowing yourself to enjoy it. That's it. Without judgment. Okay? Without judgment. Waning crescent represents surrender, represents restore, represents reflection, intuition, stillness. Okay? So the fact that you think you need to be chasing something all the time is another thing that needs to be released. All you gotta do in life is know what you want, attract, and align. You have to believe though, because it's not enough to want it. You have to believe that you can really have it. We don't get what we want in life, we get what we believe. Okay? And there is something that happens when you surrender to faith, when you restore faith, when you reflect on your desires, when you trust your intuition, when you embrace stillness, okay? There is something that happens that really opens up that scarcity mindset and gets it out of there, okay? The Ten of Pentacles, y'all know, represents abundance. Not just any abundance, but a wealth that is so good that you can share it. You can bask in it. It can be for your family and generations to come. So once again, ain't nothing scarce. That's the belief that needs to be released. Ain't nothing scarce. I know we're in a time, it's war, it's inflation. A lot of things seem scarce. But in all actuality, we just are being called to work together. We're being called to become a community. We're being called to uplift each other and help each other out. And the more that we try to do that, the more the system is going to try to stop us from doing that. But that's because they want us to have scarcity mindset that is, it's not real. It is literally the construction and projection of fear. And you know how you know it's not real? Think about a time when you really wanted something, you ain't have the money for it, and then all of a sudden, bam, the money came in, or all of a sudden somebody else bought it for you. You didn't know how you was gonna get it, but it came. That just lets you know that you're not without anything, and even when you think you're without, you're not. Okay? Next, we got our message from water. For that, we have Sage, we have Kazemi, and we have the Two of Swords. Okay? So the message from water is, baby, get clear about what you want. Open your heart. Cleanse and protect yourself. Okay? Your hands are not tied. You're not blindfolded. You're not dumb. So stop acting stuck. Because if you want to act stuck, you're going to be stuck. But you know what you need to do. It's just a matter of opening your heart enough to be able to do it. Okay? Y'all already know what sage represents. I'm not about to explain that. Cleanse, purify, cleanse, purify, cleanse, purify. Okay? I want to look at this Kazemi because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything with this energy. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know what song just popped in my head? My God is awesome. He can move mountains. Keep me in the valley. Hide me from rain. Heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weakened. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but okay, the only thing that I would add to this is I want to read this part to y'all. It says, Kazemi is seen as a planet crossing over the sun. It represents purifying the soul. This planetary position is said to be of great strength. Since the planet in Kazemi is fortified by the sun's rays, it can be manifested as a sudden inspiration, purification, a powerful visualization, or even bring good luck into one's life. So I keep telling y'all, open up your heart space, the abundance will flow. Open up your heart space, the abundance will flow. Open up your heart space, the abundance will flow. Purifying your soul is all about letting go of things that are no longer serving you, releasing karmic debt. Okay? This is an 8-year. That is what we are here to do. A lot of y'all, just like me, are either going through your Saturn return, have just completed your Saturn return, in the shadow of your Saturn return. This is for us. Okay? This is for us. Message from the air. Okay, message from the air. We got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got stellium. For those of you who don't know what a stellium is, it's when you have 3 or more placements of the same sign in planets or houses. So like if you got 3 planets in Capricorn, or you got 3 it's more than 3 placements of the same sign in a planet or a house. That's a better explanation of it. And then we got the sun. So the message from the air is, once again, you always have enough. When you allow source to support you, the direct creator, because let's be real, all these religions are just worshiping different planets. Jewish religion represents Saturn worship. Christian religion represents sun worship. The Muslim religion worships the moon. I will go into that in another video. That's not what this video is about. But essentially, that's what this is. In all actuality, we work with all of these planets because all these planets are within us. But the sun sustains our life force here on Earth, okay? The sun sustains our life force here on Earth. So we need to understand that we have to work with the sun. We have to give gratitude and thanks to the sun. We have to be willing to walk in, to nurture, to commune with the sun in order to sustain our material life here on Earth. Okay, that's as simple as it sounds. Stellium represents a certain concentration of one energy, right? So I feel like the message that air is saying is focus. Sometimes you got to focus on one thing at a time. You can't be over here, over there, over here, over there. This year, my focus is expansion, okay? I'm expanding mentally by being in school. I'm expanding my business by showing up more often. in the ways in which I offer myself up. Okay, I'm expanding my relationships by making more friends, going out more, and being more of a part of my community. I've said that before, I wrote it down here in this new moon, and I will continue to say that. That's where my concentration is. Okay, my focus this year is expansion. I'm in a Jupiterian mood this year. Last year, I was in more of a healing and isolation period. Okay, so where is your concentration of energy going? What is it going towards? If you had to sum it up into one word, what would that one word, what would that one focus, what would that one group look like? Okay. The Six of Pentacles is about finally getting your just due. So it's a message that says, I know you've been working hard. I know you've been busting your ass. I know you've been giving. I know you've been having faith. I know you've been waiting, and now it's time to be rewarded. There's an affirmation from this book for the Six of Pentacles that I like. And just FYI, y'all, this is one of my favorite tarot books. It is based on the Thoth Tarot, so if you're not a Thoth Tarot person, don't get the book. But you can use it with any deck, really. Just know that the Thoth Tarot is a little bit different than the Rider-Waite Tarot. This deck that I'm using is a variation of the Rider-Waite Tarot. But what I like about this book is it gives a question, an affirmation, and a suggestion to all of the cards, and then it also gives a very great explanation of each card. It also tells you the astrological placement of what each card represents. I'm not gonna read all of that to y'all, but I do just want to give y'all this one part. So the Six of Discs, the word that is associated with this card in the Thoth Tarot is success. Okay, success. I want y'all to keep that in mind. The astrological placement is the moon in Taurus. Okay, I want you to keep that in mind, because Taurus represents Venus, which represents external manifestation, which represents inner success and transformation. Okay, I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Now, not in this deck, but in the Thoth deck, this card has the different planets on it, and I just told y'all all the planets work in us. So in this book, as you can see the card, I want y'all to see the card. I don't feel like flipping through the deck to find it, but I want y'all to see that imagery. You see that imagery? Okay, cool. So it says Saturn. Success comes to those who go carefully, step by step, examine and scrutinize everything carefully. Above all, the beginning and end of an enterprise must be planned and thought out to the last detail. Jupiter. It is too much trying and boring. It is much too trying and boring to go step by step through every phase of a process. Be open to taking risk also. Be open for wonderful surprises and sudden changes or expansion. This demands flexibility and openness to new unexpected developments. Venus. Success also involves strong emotional energy. Only if you are open to the deep dimensions of feeling will you be able to fully enjoy the happiness of success. Moon. Success must grow out of the inner depths and bring something from these depths into view. Mercury. Success demands effective communication. Ideas must be expressed in ways that touch people and inspire them. Mars. Success is achieved through enterprise, vitality, goal-oriented energy, and endurance. Difficulties must be struggled. Difficulties must be struggled through to victory. Okay? Be open to your success. Your time is coming. Okay? Be open to your success. Your time is coming. I'm saying that. Don't say that in this book. But I read all of that just to remind y'all of what I said earlier about these planets and knowing how to navigate the energies, because we have to navigate all of them. All these energies work within us, and we have to figure out where we need to open up, where we need to expand, where we need to adjust and pivot a little bit, okay? And it all depends on the energies that you have within yourself and also the energies that you have working around you. I'm a very Saturn ruled person. So I can't do things, I can't always take risks and be a Jupiterian person. Expansion can't always be my focus. Sometimes I just gotta hunker down and be disciplined. But I've done that for the past 3 years. And now Spirit is saying, okay, Pluto is moving to Aquarius. You're doing inner child healing. My fourth house is in Aquarius, by the way, you guys. That is in alignment for me. So it's just like, it's time for me to expand. It's time for me to grow. It's time for me to access, that energy of growth and abundance and success. It's time for me to get my just due. Same for some of y'all, okay? Am I making sense? Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? If you're understanding what I'm saying, let me know. The affirmation that I wanted to read to y'all is my self-acceptance and self-confidence are the keys to real success. And I feel like that's the real message from air. That's the real message of this Aquarius moon. That's the real message of Aquarius season right now. My self-acceptance and self-confidence are the real keys to success. Okay? Are the keys to real success. Okay? Period. Lastly, of course, we have, this video is already an hour and 11 minutes and I haven't even gotten to the yoga or to the meditation, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it all. Let me know if y'all want me to break this up into 2 parts, because I can end it here and then make a part 2 to this, or I can just keep going. Let me know. But of course we have additional oracle guidance from Spirit. We got the Blue Moon card from the Moonology deck come out. Excuse me, and it says, believe in the impossible. Y'all know a blue moon is a rare occurrence. And it really is about taking a chance, believing in the impossible. Trusting that things are going to work themselves out in the way that they need to. I love blue moon energy. I don't think we have a blue moon coming this year. But let me just see if we do, so I can tell y'all when it is, because it's important to note that date since this energy is coming up. Blue Moon 2024. Oh my God, that is crazy. Okay, so the next blue moon is August 19th, which is the full moon in Aquarius. Okay? Did y'all hear what I just said? The next blue moon is August 19th, which is our full moon in Aquarius. I just made y'all set intentions that you want to manifest by that time. During that time, it's going to be in our blue moon. So everything that you just wrote down, just know that you can do it. It's not impossible. I love that. I love that. Love that. Love that. Okay. Bree said, that is wild, but I love it. I love the divine alignment of it all. This whole reading has just been a divine alignment. It was long, so I don't mind breaking this video up. I can change the title to part 1 and then come right back with part 2. So, our postcard from Spirit, my loves, says, dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience? Thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing magic out there, but it can never be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. It's time for me to do my nightly workout, and I'm about to do it with y'all. That was my alarm for my nightly workout. That's so when I do my workout at night and when I do my journaling and reading at night, just like I do in the morning. I just don't film at night because I don't be properly dressed. But yeah, that's what that alarm was. But joy and happiness, let me start over because I don't even remember where I was at. Let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing magic out there, but it could never be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this so when the time comes, you will be fully free and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I feel so good after this reading, y'all. I hope that y'all feel good too. Make sure you comment on the video after it has been posted. Let me know what part hit the most for you. I'm going to end this right here. I will be back in about 5 minutes with the yoga and meditation. Yeah, and then that's going to be it. I'm going to do my little ritual off camera and my little prayer. I might do a prayer for y'all in the next installment of this video. I don't know if the spirit is going to feel moved to do it or not, but we shall see. But thank you all for those of you who were in here. Thank you for showing up. If you watch this video later, please make sure that you thumbs up the video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you share the live to let your friends know to come over here and join us at Empowered by 11. Y'all, I'm rebranding. I'm changing everything to Empowered by 11. So just look. When you see Empowered by 11, just know that it's me. But yeah, I will leave y'all with that, and I will be right back.